On January 10th, 2024, the YouTube account Fever Dreamer Team, aka FDT, would upload the now deleted video, Five Nights at Freddy's Ransomware, Infected Pirated Version Found, 7x.org, to their channel. The video, only about 4 minutes long, features gameplay of the said free version, along with short commentary at the beginning. The video opens up to a stunning flash of a time lost to digital archives, as an outdated Windows desktop plays a Nyan Cat remix in the background. Despite the fact Five Nights at Freddy's 1 released in 2014, this format would still be seen as archaic for the time, feeling more at home as something that would release half a decade prior. It evokes a strange feeling of warped nostalgia for a time that either many of us have lived through or have at least inadvertently interacted with the media from that era. After a few seconds, FDT types into the notepad, stating, "Hi everyone, welcome to the video. Today, I found a free version of Fnaf 1. I will provide a link to it in the description. So let's play. Enjoy. Brofist!" FDT clicks onto the application, with the opening with a strange photo of Freddy Fazbear for a split second before giving us a warning screen. Let's take a look at that image before we go any further. The image showcases a corrupt Freddy, unlike anything we've ever seen before. His eyebrows are missing, and his eyes glow a fiery yellowish orange, similar to the Five Nights at Freddy's 3 bad ending screen, placed quaintly above a snout-like muzzle. Already from the start, we can tell that this is not Freddy. Above the image is a line of text reading, Five Nights at Freddy, Free Edition, and a link. The link redirects to a nearly 40-minute long album on YouTube. This could mean either one of two things. Either the link is defunct or bugged, or the person who made this ripped version of FNAF is a big fan of Jeremiah Won't Go and Geometry Dash. Can't blame them, honestly. After a quick warning full of broken English, the title screen ominously greets us with a torrential downpour of BitCrush audio. Although the actual title is quite funny in all of its broken English glory, the actual render of Freddy we see on the title screen is a bit chilling. I've been a FNAF fan for years, and never have I once seen this render of him. Is it fan-made? Is it official? Who knows? But regardless, it feels like something we shouldn't have seen. The player clicks the options button to no avail, so they press the play button. Shortly after, the text, "Is Sin 1-8-23" appears on screen. The text is far too cryptic to be understood. There's a reference to a Bible verse possibly, such as John 8:23 or Romans 8:23, or is it a weirdly worded math equation? Before we're able to fully process the meaning, we get thrusted into the office. It looks extremely shoddy and compressed, as if the game itself is being held together with duct tape. To be fair, it's a free version of a paid game, but not even scratch recreations look that bad. The fan is extremely loud, blasting out of the speakers in all of its crusty glory. The player flips up the camera and sees the main stage. Chica and Bonnie are notably absent, as Freddy, or the snouted animatronic that appears to be Freddy, is the only animatronic that remains. It stares at the camera lifelessly, yet with full intent, as if it's aware it's part of a digital prison, and it's being watched. The player clicks the other camera buttons to no avail. You must keep your eyes on Freddy, as he is to you against your will. A few seconds pass, and the office darkens, signifying that the facility has drained of its power already somehow. Then, with no inclination of his arrival, Freddy jump scares the player with hideously loud audio, and the game ends, just like that. In usual Five Nights at Freddy's sedys fashion, more things flash on the screen before we're even able to take in everything that just happened. Something that appears to be a Bible verse appears on screen. The man who saves the most in common shows the most gratitude in heart, and can show the duty and truth of heart. At the end, it advertises the free site 7x.org, a typo of the previously mentioned site 7x.org. In my research, I found that this previously stated Bible verse never actually exists, and it was merely placed there for some unknown purpose. That is, if I couldn't find the official Bible verse. Take the time you have now. Love forever is shown next. along with another link that seems to lead to a donationware website for 7x.org, which is also a dead end. Another screen appears with more pleas about donations and says Leviticus 6:38. This verse from the Old Testament states, and I quote, "And the priest who offers a man's whole burnt offering, the skin of the whole burnt offering which he offers, shall be his." It's strange how the game feels almost like it's alluding to Scott Cawthon's real-life practices. For those unaware, Scott is a devout Christian, and a few years ago, he was called out for financially supporting and donating to many Republican politicians, such as Donald Trump and Mitch McConnell. This, along with general tiredness from developing the series for so long, led to him eventually announcing his retirement and stepping back as the main developer of the franchise. Maybe I'm reading too far into things, but I thought it was an interesting comparison nonetheless. But I digress. The players booted out of the game onto their home screen, now with the background completely black and all of the previously installed applications now missing. A text file named hack, followed with a large amount of exclamation marks, is the only remaining object left seen. And before they're able to click on it, the computer glitches out to the login screen, now warped and liquefied. And then it shuts down. We're greeted with an anti-piracy screen filled to the brim with ramblings talking about how stealing isn't allowed and how you must pay with only 1 hour remaining. With an incessant blare of noise in the background. Just to the left, though, we see a truly petrifying photo of Freddy. His maw agape with barely any teeth, staring at us with tiny, almost human-esque beady eyes. When I first saw this image along with the rest of it, I had this almost repulsing combination of confusion and fear in the back of my throat. Seriously, if you just take a quick glance at this image, it has this almost dreamlike level of incongruence. Wait, what's up with Freddy's microphone? Hold on.
Oh my god, it's AI. This is kind of awkward. It's kind of cool, don't get me wrong. The premise of warping an already recognizable thing into something so alien and inconceivable from before, such as Freddy, to mess with even the most jump-scare-hardened fans of the series is a really cool concept that could be only achieved well digitally. I'm not advocating for the use of AI in these projects, of course. It just sucks, because here we see this amazing outline and concept for an untapped well of horror goodness that's treated with the minimum amount of soul possible. I will admit, this does contribute to the uncanniness and perverted aspects to the concept itself, but with things like Photoshop existing, do we really need that? You could probably recreate this just the same, or possibly even better with that. This video feels like a proof of concept for a type of horror, so I hope you get more things like this. If you want an AI-free creepypasta with effort put into it, I suggest you check out the Green Mountain Sonic creepypasta. It has a lot of charm and mystery involving it, and along with it still being in its infancy, there could still be so much more about it. I don't know about anyone else, but I get the impression that this was made more for shits and giggles rather than being an actual serious creepypasta. Who knows, maybe I'm wrong, but hopefully we'll see more interesting things like this in the future. That's about all that there is to say. I found this earlier and thought it was really interesting and wanted to share it with you all, and hopefully it spooked you as much as it did me. And with that, thank you for watching.
And I will see you later. Have a good one.